Hey everyone, welcome to the hold on, need to do math.
Episode number.
Yeah,
Of the
so
podcast.
31 was the Mystery Crew, 32 was Xylem, 33 was Eldrin 1, 34 was Eldrin 2. Episode 35 of the Frostwalkers podcast.
We should
We
write
did
that
math.
down somewhere.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna put in our cast chat right now. This week was episode 35. Boop. Okay, cool. Anyway, there's a little bit of pre-stuff we got to talk about before we jump right into it. Namely, in the introducing ourselves section, Shay tonight will be playing Rowan. Rev tonight will be playing Andre, and we have, for the first time officially, Kat with her main official character, Finley. Would you like to give
We're so lackluster. Come on, we can do better.
I know.
We can do better.
We can clap
Let's
better.
do it again. Let's try it again.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Yay! Thank you.
So, Kat, would you like to give like a very brief, because we're going to meet her this session, but like a very brief, out of game, slight description of the lieutenant?
Okay. Yes, I will. Lieutenant Finley. She is she's an Aetherial fighter, Eldritch Knight, and also Hexblade as well. So that's very fun. She do I explain any more than that? Or can I just go with that? Or do I need to explain?
You could go with that. You could go with that. I feel like personality
maybe like
would come out during...
Yeah, or like a maybe a physical description. People like to be able to imagine what your characters look like. All right. Well, she has a sort of fit form. She's pretty strong, but she isn't like super ripped. She's not like on steroids. She's freaking swole. She's fit. Her eyes are like inverse, if that makes sense. So white people's and then like black
I love that.
Whites. That's very cool. Her hair is sort of floats above her head, kind of have a mind of its own, anti-gravity, and she tries to do things with it, but it doesn't work because it's anti-gravity. So there's like half done braids in there. I just like to imagine like Ariel's like underwater hair animation, or like Eris from Sinbad, because that's that's some of like the best hair animation I've ever seen. Hi, I'm Shay. I'm an animation major. Yeah, Sinbad is a really good example.
Heck yeah.
But she has armor. She wears it a whole lot. That's very important. And her skin is, well, ghostly white. And so is her hair, except the roots have a little bit of black in it. So I believe that is it.
Hi everybody, it's me, B, your dungeon master, your best friend, and your Halloween preparing boy. It's been a while since I've done a little bit of a mid-roll. Been quite a few episodes since we've done this, and I want to get to doing this a bit more often because there's so much to talk about behind the scenes of everything we're working on. So I'm going to start with a little bit of bad news. This is coming really early into this episode because we had an issue with the Craigbot during our recording session, and it didn't work out. A lot of the audio for the first half was lost. Not too much of it is important, honestly. A lot of it is in-character conversations with NPCs that, while furthering in-character relationships, wasn't entirely plot relevant. The only thing you missed is the realization that Jetai and Andre, who have never really seen each other before in the podcast, they've always kind of been ships passing in the night, have some history together as part of a team of rogues, which if you watched our stream game, you knew that already. So you're going to hear a little bit of Jetai when we get back, and Then we're going to move into the actual episode with the introduction of Finley, which is super exciting. Kat's been super awesome, and the few times that we've gotten to play together as a crew already, it's been amazing. Speaking of which, this week is a double upload. Later in the week, you'll be getting a one-on-one session with just me and Kat as Finley. So look forward to that. We just recorded that, and it was a really good time, and I had a lot of fun with it. In other news, we have our first affiliation sponsorship sort of situation. So I'm going to take a moment to talk to you about Found Familiar Coffee. A couple of nerds with a passion for art, D&D, and, of course, coffee. They provide specialty grade coffee that celebrates creativity. They support all the artists who provide work for their pieces. And it's just a really cool thing. D&D themed coffee shop online. Since we're in the spooky season, the Tireless Spirit coffee, or that is the Mexico Altura, I think, with art by Jessica Nugent, is my recommendation. Tireless Spirit is pretty on brand for Halloween, so that would be my... Yeah, the Tireless Spirit Mexico Altura is that. When you go to checkout, you can use our affiliate link, foundfamiliar.com/frostwalkers, which is all one word, lowercase, frostwalkers. Or use the code TIMSHUL, all caps, TIMSHUL, for a 10% discount at checkout. Again, Found Familiar Coffee was our first ever affiliate/sponsor sort of situation. And it's really cool, and I don't think we ever thought we'd get to that. So yeah, go check that out. Again, the code is TIMSHUL, capital only, TIMSHUL, and our link is foundfamiliar.com/frostwalkers, all one word and lowercase. While we have you, we'd like to talk a little bit, right before we let you go, about two really cool projects coming up soon. We wanted to shed some spotlight on two up-and-coming D&D podcasts. So first of all, I want to talk to you about a super cool new podcast called Low Hopes, High Rolls. Low Hopes, High Rolls, not to be confused with the YouTube D&D group High Hopes, Low Rolls, is about a group of chaotic misfits traveling across a world of devastation and chaos. A wild tiefling bard, a secluded wood elf bard, and a chaotic half-orc fighter bard. This is just the beginning of the group, and we over here in the Frostwalkers can't wait to see what insanity they get up to in the future. You can find them on Spotify with new episode releases on Sundays. And with only 3 episodes out at the time of recording, now's a great time to catch up. So yeah, when you're done over here, go listen to those first 3 episodes. They're all under an hour, which is something I wish I could say about our own episodes, but you know. Like I said, later this week will be Finley's one-on-one session, and next week, hopefully, will be the Halloween special. We have one more podcast to actually play an audio promo that they made only in a few days to whip up specifically for this, which super big thanks to them for doing that. Huge thanks to the Here There Be podcast, and gonna let them play me out.
They think magic evil, a power that none should wield and punishable by death. Anyone discovered using magic is killed. We'd be dead if anyone knew who we really were. They would burn us because of who we're born as, who we choose to be. Magic was welcomed in this kingdom once. Beyond welcomed, it was adored. We didn't have to hide our power. We could be who we were meant to be. Why did that change?
Here There Be, a new D&D podcast coming soon.
Effing rest.
Anyway.
Can we get an effing shit, please?
F. Why is that a thing? Who made that a thing?
Me.
Me.
Of course you did.
Jatai saying that became a thing because we were playing a game with Nick where, like, What were we doing? We were like answering questions in character or something.
Whose line is it anyway, but in character?
Yes. Yes.
And one of the prompts was YouTube entertainers running funerals. Or no, just if an entertainer ran a funeral, and my immediate thought was some fucking YouTuber. So,
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Noobmaster69 back again. Looks like we got a chump who got his shit wrecked. Can we get an effing jet, please?
Oh my word.
I will never not love Jitai.
Okay.
I need to draw him again.
So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
since it's safe to assume that we can just continue right from where we left off, because that's the way the bot works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that was missed was Jatai's poison thing in the better tone.
I can do it again.
Do it.
Hang on. Voice settings.
I told you it was poison!
Bye, Jatai.
Wonderful. I suppose I'll catch him later, maybe.
You probably won't.
Well,
Catching-
if I
catching
deliberately
Jatai-
seek him out, then I might have a better chance.
That's fair. You'll have to tell me more about this later, though.
I will. We should probably get Chadwick home now.
Nath is already like halfway to his house, and Zach is like talking down Orzhov guards, like, it's okay. I'm sure that this is all big miscommunication. Caleb!
I'll let you take care of that.
Caleb just goes like, on my way. Bye, Andre. I'll talk to you later. He's
Okay,
just,
bye,
like, you just
Caleb.
see him like blue magic in his hand, just like how to close a portal. Step 1. I'll reopen it when everyone has to leave, and hopefully by that time they've given up. Okay. So yeah, we can move to the next scene now, Livy.
Okay. Oh, I guess bye. But anyway, well, as y'all are talking and chatting and chaosing, the dwarvish woman, one of the two dwarves who own this thing, it's a husband and wife who own it, the apple orchard where this whole festival is held. Silver Apple Acres. But Lucille, a kind of older dwarf woman, she comes up and she's like just checking in on everything. She's checking in, make sure everything's going all right. She comes and talks to you guys and she says, how are y'all doing?
Is it safe to assume at this point the group is kind of conglomerated?
A bit, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna say that after closing the portal, Caleb like went on their Stone of Far Speech group chat, was like, everyone meet up at the pie eating contest.
Are y'all doing all right?
Yeah, everything's been pretty chill, actually.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Andre, Rowan, any problems today?
No, it's been surprisingly very nice. Nothing has happened so far.
Nothing
Rowan,
to
like-
fear, no one to fight.
Rowan like double checks her her bag of holding really quickly, just because she's gotten used to something happening, you know, whenever
Yeah.
it seems too nice. So she's just kind of waiting for some shit to go down because she knows it inevitably will.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I've DM'd well.
Mm-hmm.
Or poorly, depending on how you slice that.
That's fair.
Oof, Livy, mean.
It's like sad, but also
Yes.
good.
It's a depending on your criterion thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we think
Anyway.
well.
Yeah.
Some other
anyway.
person may be sad.
Anyway,
Looking at you, George.
In this house, we appreciate our DM.
In this house, we all love B.
Aw.
Anyway, he turns to Andre and just turns to Andre and just goes like, besides that run-in with Jatai, anything weird?
Weird? No. It's been very nice, actually.
Yeah. He just goes like, where's Janice? Where's Janice? And you just see him like at like the beer garden handing people cider. He's just like, oh, that's surprisingly more wholesome than I thought.
Aw. Yeah, he's been really nice lately.
Yeah. On the ground, like there's like apples rolling around because people are running around shaking apples from trees, and an apple. You think an apple rolls down near your feet, but it's just a frog, and it just ribbits at you. And Lucille looks at it and she goes, "Oh dang it! Where's my shovel? I need to kill these things."
What?
No!
She like
Rowan
pulls
picks
a
up the
pair of
frog.
glasses- She pulls a pair of glasses from around a chain on her neck, and she looks at it and she goes, "Oh, never mind. It's just a regular frog. Not one of the big ones.
Excuse
Steal
me,
my
what?
Steal my apples. I ain't gonna stand for it." And she just like keeps muttering and wanders off.
Frogs are okay, wait. Hold on. Giant frogs are stealing this woman's apples?
Maybe Eldraine leaked into here too.
Hey, Blonde, you seen my 10 gauge?
Mom!
What? Livy! Livy! I think I give up. I've said like 100 times this is a high fantasy setting. That doesn't exist. I give up. I don't even care anymore. It's fine.
Hey,
just
You should have given
fucking
up ages ago.
Artificers have guns.
uh
That is
yeah.
a canon thing. That is a
Fucking
canon.
let's just say AirPods exist in this world, you know? Like, I don't care anymore.
That's ridiculous.
Might as well.
I mean, we just invented eye stones. Shay, give us a few years.
Oh,
Come on. We're not that advanced.
oh my god. Sure. Whatever. It's fine.
Our eye stones don't even have cameras yet. Jeez. Anyway.
Where's my 10 gauge?
So she's obviously busy with life.
Indisposed.
Speaking of protecting people and things from things, how are we gonna introduce Finley?
I think I know how. I think Caleb and everyone is like stopped by Zagreus and just goes, "Oh, hey guys, while you're here, since you're all neatly brought up together, I have something I need to tell you. Me and Nath have been doing some reallocation with the guard." Caleb's like, "Yeah, they've had an influx of new people coming in. So I guess people are moving up the ranks, new positions and all that. But what does that have to do with this, Zagreus?" He goes, "Well, buddy, friend, chum, pal, you get hurt a lot." I don't get hurt all that often.
Caleb, you get hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You really do.
Name like 5 times I've gotten seriously injured.
Not
yesterday.
Not seriously, but you have been shot at, punched in the nose. You tripped and fell that one time when you were trying to cast and I think it was ice knife.
I was trying to cast a fire spell. The curse baited ice. It was even worse.
You're right, yeah.
Oh, God, I've just proven my own point.
I
did get poisoned.
You got poisoned. There's one more. Someone told me recently on Xylem you spent an entire round of combat vomiting. Does that count as getting hurt?
We don't talk about the motorcycle. Andre has it now.
Hey, I drove it good. You just weren't paying attention.
I just get motion sick. Sorry and Andre share it now. He just kind of like goes, and also in fairness to your guys' point, I did get harassed by a giant rabbit in my own house.
That was more emotional pain.
Zagreus just goes, emotional pain is still pain.
Oof.
So I've been working with Rose, and I feel like Rose just kind of is like,
Yes.
into showing up. After another recent revelation that Rose and I realized.
I could just do this myself.
You could, but like, I kind of want to be here for the other part. The part that's like really weird.
Yeah.
Caleb just goes, what are you
Also,
talking about?
Rose, no offense, but you're very small.
You haven't seen what I can do. What I'm capable of.
You haven't even seen my final form.
That Connie says that she just like starts
smiles.
using pumpkins as shoulder pads.
Rose like smiles, showing off her fangs and a glint in her eyes. You have no idea what I can do.
Fuck.
But sure, I'm very cute.
Oh my god.
Rowan like takes a step back, just like, okay.
Zagreus just goes, how are we siblings?
Is that the canon thing that was decided?
I think we did the last time we had this conversation in canon, yes.
That's the sound of the fourth wall being shattered.
Yeah.
Caleb just goes, wait, you two are related?
Yes, Caleb. Zagreus and I turned out to be brothers and sisters because apparently we have the same mom. It's, what happens when there's family. I was adopted.
Oh, okay.
So I don't live here, except for I accidentally moved here and happened to meet my biological mother and brother.
Zagreus and Nath just shrug.
And also, she like glares at Nate a little bit. Be nice to my brother. I
Nate
know
just kind
what
of
you
blinks.
do.
Okay.
I know what you two have been up to. Secretly.
Caleb's just like, so, Zagreus! He just goes like,
Oh, Rose and
right.
Connie are the same person.
That other thing. So, we made an executive decision. Caleb just goes, you made a choice. Oh, thank God. One choice I don't have to make. Well, it's a choice about you.
Yes, it's a choice about your life that we're making for you.
What does that mean? Caleb?
It means we don't trust you with your own life.
Oh no! Oh me!
And that's why we've gotten you a protector. Caleb, meet your new best friend.
All right, fellas. Let's go. All right. Finley walks out. I assume she was probably hiding behind something the entire time. Because was this outside?
Yeah, this is an outdoor party, yeah.
She was like behind a tree somewhere.
She's Spinella at the end of the Steven Universe movie.
She as soon as like given the invitation, she immediately like she slides up behind the tree and then starts marching again. Like, yeah, like this was, like I just happened to be like right here. I just happened to be walking your way, kind of thing.
Oh my God.
So she walks towards the group, obviously in rhythm, not a march, but you can tell that, she has the inner metronome in her mind. And she goes up to Caleb, and she gives a quick bow. And
Caleb blinks and just goes like, at ease?
She says, Prince Caleb, I'm Lieutenant Finley, reporting for duty. As a member of the Guard for many years, it is my honor to be assigned as your protector and bodyguard.
Nice to meet you.
Caleb, meet her new best friend. She's very sweet.
Yes, I will be very useful to your party.
Caleb blinks twice and just kind of like, just goes, I mean, I'm not going to say no to a new friend. And he holds out his hand for a handshake.
Oh.
Finley is instantly like,
You can shake my hand, Finley.
Yes, sir. She takes his hand and she shakes it very firmly.
You don't have to say yes, sir.
Okay, sir. I mean,
you just hear Andre mutter.
Boss. I mean, Poobah. Sorry.
Andre just mutters, and I thought I needed to loosen up a bit.
Is Sorry there?
Yeah. Hi, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Your name is okay?
No.
I'm just kidding. I know it's Finley.
Look, I'd prefer if you address me as Lieutenant Finley, please.
What does lieutenant mean? Is that your name? Is Finley your last name?
You just see Zacharias and Dave slowly like backing away.
Rose follows them, but she's going way faster.
Finley is the name that Finley is the name that I choose to go by, and Lieutenant is my rank and therefore my life. So,
why did you choose to go by Finley? You could choose to go by any name, couldn't you?
Finley is what I prefer.
Finley is a good name. Rowan kind of like backs off.
I mean, her actual name. Rowan. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
No, you misunderstand. Her name is Sari, Sari.
I see.
Pleasure to meet ya. I'm Caleb's sister.
Oh, hello, Princess Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I think there's a moment, there's a beat, and Caleb, like, you can hear his brain shatter at that one.
I think Rowan has the same reaction of realizing, like, oh my god, yeah, technically Sorry is a princess.
It's that anime thing where, like, it's the black background and, like, the white, like, shattered it, like,
yeah.
Everybody.
So we gotta deal with that fact that Sorry's a princess now, don't we?
I guess so.
Oh my god, how did we never, like, process this before?
It's been months.
I know!
Take this long.
Oh my god! We are realizing in real time what we've done.
Hi everyone. This is Olivia speaking to every listener at the podcast. We apologize for being idiots.
Y'all! Wait! Out of character! Did you guys not realize this?
No, we didn't!
Because we're all morons.
We have one collective brain cell.
We do.
We have one collective brain cell, and it belongs to Kat right now.
Yeah, I can't believe that the dumbass soldier is the one who has to make you realize that Sorry is a princess.
I think the entire party is having this conversation in canon. They're just
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Even I bet you even Sari's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Caleb, am I a princess?
Legally speaking, I suppose so.
Can I
That-
make laws?
That is terrifying.
Oh my god.
That's
Sorry,
actually scary.
Nobility. You were kind of nobility even before we became siblings, because Abix is a noble.
What?
This is too much for my brain to handle. She turns to Finley, and she holds out her hand, but then she's like, maybe not. And then she's like, "Hi, I'm Andre."
It is a pleasure to meet you, Andre. Like I said earlier, I'm Lieutenant Finley.
Yes, I gathered. It's nice to meet you, Lieutenant.
I feel like
thank
Caleb has fucking apple cider in his hand, so he's just taking like a long, awkward sip.
Rowan would go up at this point. And I'm Rowan. Sorry, we kind of have this tradition where every time we meet a new person, it's extremely awkward, so I apologize.
Oh, I couldn't really tell the difference because this is how my life is constantly. Like every
Then you'll
single
fit
interaction
right
I
in.
have.
You'll fit right in here.
Yep, welcome aboard, Lieutenant.
Thank you. It is an honor to be in your service.
We'll work
We're
on
going
it.
to have to work on that.
Does he say ye?
It's more like E.
Yeah.
We'll work on it. I feel like Caleb just goes, but still, though, it is nice to have someone who he looks her up and down. By the looks of it, won't be brought down in one axe swing by a psychopath under a charm of a fairy.
I am
What?
very strong.
When did that happen?
I'm talking about you,
Oh.
Rowan.
Oh.
Oh, poor Rowan.
We are all unequivocally squishy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to put it, but at least I know how to dodge a blow.
Hey! I was in a mental battle!
I'm sorry, that wasn't really supposed to be a jab at you, Ro. I'm sorry. I just
No, I'm.
It's okay. I forgive you. She pats her on the back.
Thanks.
Caleb just kind of goes, but still, though, Lieutenant, this is going to be nice. I mean, you seem pretty level-headed. I'm sure that you can help us out. I see no downsides to this choice whatsoever.
Why? Thank you so much, Your Majesty. It comes for so much, coming from such a noble such as yourself.
Yeah.
Instant regret, baby.
I just imagine Zagreus just goes, Caleb, by the way, you remember Andre's old room? Yeah, it's her room now. Cool. He just goes, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Lieutenant Finley, you seem like a very nice person. We'll help you come out of your social shell. And if that's all that there is, I mean, we helped Andre out of her social shell. This will be a cakewalk. There'll be nothing strange about this whole situation whatsoever. And then there's like
say
okay, yeah.
You hear a scream from the apple orchard.
Lieutenant Finley.
And there it is.
It looks like it's time to prove your mettle.
Well, let's go then.
There's just a beat where we're like 2 seconds off. You just hear. Did someone say that this was going to be easy?
Kaylin, what was that?
It was just a voice, and I'm scared.
Oh no. Oh.
You know what? I'm about sick and tired of hearing voices in my head. Please.
There's just
Please.
Andre, you feel like pressure on your left shoulder, and when you look, there's this spectral ghost boy who's leaning on your shoulder with their fists touching their chin, and there's just oh, you got voices in your head? And he just pulls out a spectral notepad. You want to talk about it, darling?
Excuse me, who are you?
The name's Ambrose. Nice to meet you.
Okay, please stop touching me.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. Because
Ambrose.
you've already expressed that it makes you uncomfortable.
Ambrose. This is not a good time.
Oh God, he's
Fine.
with you.
You just see him like float off Andre's arms for a little bit, and he's like, "Fine."
Oh, are you guys ghost buddies or something? Or
He just is like, "Fine. Call me when you need real dramatic tension." He looks over to Finley. Have a nice pilot. Bye.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh
he's
my
with
god,
you.
he can break the fourth wall.
he's almost as bad as sorry.
He snaps his fingers, and you just see his ghost form kind of roll up, and he's gone.
Like a
Oh
scroll.
my god.
Like when you pull up on a canvas, and you just hear that sound. Yeah.
Oh my god. What's the quote from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? The oh my god, he's a tune.
But anyway, yeah, Caleb just goes like, "Well, that on the table. Let's go deal with that screen."
Yeah, so you see Lucille and her husband Bloin running towards the apple orchard. They both have a shovel in hand. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him this time, Bloin. Mm-hmm.
Caleb misty steps ahead of the pack over to between the two dwarves. He's like, "What's the status update? What's going on? Monsters, demons, monster demons."
It's the frogs.
Frogs?
It's
He actually just
the
stops.
the what?
The frogs. They're back again. We're gonna get them this time, though.
Please don't kill the frogs.
What did the frogs do to you?
Oh, they're just breaking into the apple orchard, stealing all our apples.
But frogs don't eat apples, miss.
Oh, these ones do. You ain't never seen frogs like this.
There's an apple just floating in the air being eaten.
Oh, you've got to be
That's a
kidding me.
demon. That one's a demon. We'll deal with the demon after the frogs.
When it's finally just a core, you just see it being like flicked over to the pie eating contest, and it just beans Eloise in the hat, and you just hear 3 points.
Oh, it's the ghost. Great. We're never going to get rid of him.
Well,
This ghost has a name. That's
Finley, because
I ain't dealing with no ghost. Frogs.
Because Caitlin Missy stepped ahead. She's trying to like sort of jog to keep up with him. Like, hey, wait, it's Caleb. Stay behind me. You don't know what dangers there are. Hey, wait up!
Caleb message cantrips the rest of the party behind them. Help me!
Rowan,
ahead of him.
oh sorry.
Sorry, just cartwheels ahead of him. I can't help you.
Rowan approaches the I'm so bad at names. I know it started with an L. The lady.
Lucille?
Oh, it's Lucille.
Lucille. Yeah, she approaches Lucille and puts her hand on the fucking gun and says, I'm sure that they're
shovel this time.
Oh, a shovel? Okay, sorry. Oh, okay. I wanted to make a joke, but anyways.
Okay, you can make the joke.
The joke was just that she has a gun. Anyways, Rowan just kind of like, in that case,
does laugh.
In that case, Rowan just kind of puts her hand on the shovel and slowly lowers it with like a big smile on her face, and she's like, "I'm sure that there are much more humane ways of going about this issue."
Rowan, make a dexterity saving throw.
What? Okay.
Uh-oh, not again. This is... Oh no. Saving throws is like...
That's a 12.
Okay, you dodge out of the way as a not just regular sized frog, but more like it's about the size of you, Rowan, maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Looks like a poison dart frog.
Oh.
He's wearing kind of jewelry / armor made of scraps of leather and
Excuse
steel.
me, what?
Wait, is it quadrupedal or bipedal?
Bipedal.
Gotcha.
Excuse me, what?
Oh, it's the grung!
Excuse me, what?
A grung lands in front of you. And he says, "We're here for the apples.
Oh my god.
You've taken our land, Lucille. We're here for the apples."
Oh my god!
I think I have to say, Coco is delighted.
Okay.
Don't
Like-
touch their skin. They're poisonous. Learn that one the hard way. Rest in peace, Jonathan.
Andre, in
My
your
beloved
head,
cat.
you just hear
Oh,
Andre
no.
just go like, okay, status update. I get the set. I've been psychically feeling out the situation, and I think you're gonna be. Oh, you already found the ground.
Yeah, a little late there, Anna.
Yeah, I don't know why. I get the sense that I was trying to talk to you, but something's been like messing with my communication abilities. Is there another ghost nearby that could do it? Are you talking to Lothar right now?
No, not Lothar. A new.
You just hear her like gasp and just go like, "Oh, it's that time! Awesome. Okay, cool. Pieces are finally moving into place."
Wait, what?
Oh, Ghost and Ghostier? Yeah, they're with you. Don't worry about it. It'll work out. I got this.
Are you sure you got this? Are you sure?
Yep, I
Because
picked
I've only just met this ghost boy and I'm already wanting to.
Do
Never
horrible,
mind.
horrible things. I'm aware. She
Of
just
course
goes
you're
like,
aware.
okay, but here's the sit rep on Grung. They're aggressive frog-like humanoids. They're usually in tropical jungles like Chult, but they're a caste system. They're not they're not easy to get along with. They tend to be pretty malicious. I'd keep a wide berth, even though they can look, admittedly, really fucking adorable.
Okay, but what do we do about them?
Well, I can't spoil that now, can I? By the way, you just hear her snap her fingers and just goes like, "Tell Rowan to check that bag of holding." All right?
Sure. Okay. Thanks, Anna.
Yeah, I'll let you know more once I figure it out. Assuming that this ghost boy doesn't ruin my frequency, I'll have to work that one out later. See ya.
Yeah. All right. Later. And then
There's just like a sound of like a fire going out in like the back of your mind.
That's very cool. I like
Nice.
that little effect.
So Andre turns to Rowan and says out loud this time. So I just talked to Anna. She told me to tell you to check your bag of holding.
Oh, okay. And I do that.
Rowan, you find the dud sword that you got from Emery. The one that was only going to glow in the presence of its owner. And it's glowing.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know what to do. I mean, I take out the sword.
Finley, you see the sword, and it's like an animalistic attraction. You just want it.
That is very shiny.
Yeah. Yes.
As soon as Finley says words, the glow from the sword turns into 2 fine points. One red, one yellow.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Caleb just kind of like looks over to Finley and just goes, "I think it's yours."
What? I don't know what's happening.
It's a long story. Take the sword and you're welcome.
Oh, well, thank you, Your Majesty. Then I take the sword.
The moment you do, it like there's like a pulse and this heat just like connects to you, and there's a brief moment where you like kind of flex your arm a little bit, and then instantly you swing it down, and it's a full-on sword. It's not just glowing lights anymore.
That's very cool.
So cool. Oh, I love that mental image.
Finley kind of goes, "Is this a part of a ritual that this party does to initiate
It's
newcomers?"
more like
Actually, the swords are new.
yeah. It's more like we were given one of these that said would only work in the hands of someone who was going to be working with us and who was going to be vitally important. So I guess that's you, Finley.
I suppose this is an honor, and it means that I'm serving to do what I'm supposed to do as your protector.
Caleb kind of smiles a bit and just goes like, "Let's deal with these frogs, yeah."
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
let's deal with the frogs then.
Time to brandish our new swords, everybody.
Well, the frog,
All right,
like
looking-
the
all right,
little
looking
green
for those
frog,
now.
the little green frog puts his hands up. Whoa, 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 whoa! We ain't got any beef with you.
Not yet, you don't.
No. Here, let's hear him out.
Caleb just kind of looks to Rowan, just like, "Rowan, our I guess you're our group negotiator. You got this."
Uh-huh. I have charm
Like-
person ready.
He like reaches around and they like pulls out a glove from a pocket and he shakes your hand. Sorry, yeah, the poison transfers if I don't put this on.
Oh, that's very considerate of you.
Yes. Anyway, my name is Baard.
Bard? Like saying bard with a stutter?
Yes, Baard.
Okay.
And he points to a yellow spotted frog, and that is Ra'ak.
What?
Ra'ak.
Ra'ak. Okay.
And the blue one is my little brother, Rola.
Okay.
Our mom really liked music. But anyway, our trifle is not with you, small halfling. It is with Lucille. It is with Bloin. It is with this orchard and anyone in the festival. Now that we see that there are more people here, retreat! And they take off running into the forest.
I guess that was easy.
I suppose. But, well, they
seemed
just
too
come
easy.
back?
Caleb turns to the dwarves and just goes like, "Explain."
They've been breaking in here and stealing all our apples.
But they said they have beef with you. Did you guys do something?
We expand our orchard every year, but we ain't come near their territory as far as I know. That was old Jonathan's problem to deal with.
Do you think maybe Jonathan?
Didn't you say that Jonathan was their cat?
No.
Yeah.
No, she said Jonathan died and Jonathan was their cat. Isn't that what she said?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, okay.
He's a smart cat. He's like one of them talking cats, like.
Oh, is he a
Yeah,
tabaxi? Oh, okay, he's a tabaxi.
Except small.
Okay.
Fair enough. So are the grung just like done?
They've been busting here too much.
They were running away. I don't think we should pursue. I think they just want apples.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like a big deal. That seems like a very I can't think of the right word. It seems like an easily resolved problem.
I mean, you have an entire orchard. I'm sure you could spare a few apples.
Yeah, except for we sell all these apples and we send them off to the markets and the different parts, and they know that tomorrow's our shipping day. Oh, those frogs are gonna get it. And as she says that, you hear what sounds like the loudest croak of a frog you've ever heard in your life.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay.
And the three grunks come back, and they are accompanied by a bullywug.
Oh no!
Oh.
It's a childhood story about friendship. Grug and Bullywug.
Ah! That's cute.
I think just like in the corner, Eloise is like, my favorite book.
Aw.
Anyway.
Yeah. But anyway, the bullywug kind of croaks and he like looks around. And the three grungs point at Rowan.
Excuse me?
And the bullywug nods and he comes up to you. And he puts his hand up to like shake your hand. He's a bit Rowan, how tall are you?
I'm like 3'5".
No.
Yeah, he's about a foot taller than you.
Okay.
Just a little less than.
Okay.
Excuse me. My name is Bumba.
Bumba. Okay.
Yep. Gonna apologize about this. And he picks you up. And he starts running into the forest.
No!
He's grabbed me and run off.
Caleb just like the rest of the party is just like, get Rowan back!
We're running.
He's holding a
We're
hostage.
Running. We're running.
Y'all running?
Yeah.
I'm so confused about it. Like, in character, Rowan is extremely confused about this situation. Like, have I just been grabbed by a frog?
Yes.
I'm real sorry we had to kidnap you, but like, this is important. You see, the little grung trio. They said you were nice.
I guess that's nice. Let go of me!
Oh, sorry. He like sets you down, but by this time you are deep into like the swampy area of the forest.
Okay.
I didn't mean to like. I didn't hurt you, did I?
No. No.
Oh, good. Didn't wanna. You're a real nice lady, Druid.
Oh, you are the nicest kidnappers I've ever met.
Well, we didn't mean to kidnap you. Was gonna ask you to come nicely. I panicked.
What's a mood?
I guess we all panic sometimes. Rowan just like blushes a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. I would put you. I would run you back, sit you down, and ask you to come with me. But that I mean, you're already here, and
that would be awkward.
The others are
Yeah.
close behind, like, Rowan, are you okay?
Yeah, and wait, do I hear that actually?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. You can still see the apple orchard from where you are.
Yeah, I'm okay. Okay. So here's the deal.
Yeah.
What is going on? What is happening right now? I promise I will not will most likely not get you in any trouble. I can promise we'll at least go very easy on you if you have a good explanation for this.
Oh. Please don't kill me. I got tadpoles at home.
Oh, no. I'm not going to kill you. I'm just saying that if you have a good explanation, whatever punishment may befall you for stealing apples will likely be much lessened.
You know, there's a bit of a story to it, but we'll wait for your friends to get here. Has everybody gotten there?
Probably.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Thank you, Rev, for getting my reference. Welcome to
You're welcome.
Well, we don't really have a name for it. It's just where we live.
Are you gonna not hurt us? Because if so, we can talk.
We got no intentions on hurting y'all. Just he like leans in a little bit and just says, "Don't touch the ground. Their skin will poison you."
He nods and then just looks over to Finley and is just like, "You heard the man."
Finley acts like she hasn't even heard him. And she's like in front of him. Like she keeps like trying to like cut in front of him. Like when what was his name? Bumba tries to talk to him. She kind of like tries to slide in front of Caleb just like as a shield.
I think he kind of blinks in response to this. It's like he's not gonna say no, but he's like poking from around Finley's like body to like he's craning his neck to see.
But anyway, well, I think this is all best explained by our leader. Hey, Totem, you coming? And out from like a little swamp area where he had been hiding comes a large green lad.
I think Caleb's like a little intimidated by this. So Caleb's gonna do what's called a pro wizard move.
Epic gamer moment. Epic wizard.
Whoa, he's cool.
I'm gonna try and cast detect thoughts on this lad.
Okay.
So for the duration, you can read the thoughts of a certain creature. When you cast the spell as an action, you can focus your mind on any one creature that has an intelligence of if the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, it's unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what's on its mind at the moment. So yeah, as I cast the spell, I want to know what, I want to know what's going on in his head.
All right. Is there a save against it or no?
I'll get the initial surface thoughts. If I want an exact question answered, they would have to make a save.
Okay. The surface thought is just kind of I'm tired. I'm old. I'm too old for this.
There was no I'm gonna kill these kids. So Caleb spell back and just goes like, "What do you need?"
Well, y'all, you see, there's a bit of a history with he like shakily grabs his staff and leans on it a little bit. There's a bit of a history with that there apple orchard. See, back about 50 years ago, is the time of the Great Dragon War. Y'all look too young to be in it.
Caleb scratches the back of his neck and at this point chooses to hide behind Finley.
Oh.
Y'all are too young to know what that was. It was a terrible thing. Big war. It's fighting everywhere. But in the war, these 2 little dwarf kids, they fell in love and they started an apple orchard to supply apples for the war front and, bring food and contribute what they could. And we struck a truce with them. Me and, the little tadpole community that was starting up of these there bullywugs and the little baby grungs.
Oh,
Bard
that's
speaks up.
adorable.
Rock speaks up and he goes, I'm 27. Like I said, baby.
Babies.
But anyway, we signed contracts in that fancy common language and all that, and it was just they have their territory, they can't come near us, and we have ours. Well, last few years they've gotten pushy. Of course, once their apple orchard business took off and they started selling apples all over Faerun, and well, they're a bit more magically delicious if you catch my drift. Well, they needed more space and more apples, so we let them have more space, graciously. But they pushed and they shoved and they demanded for more space. And he scowls a bit. They were willing to do anything to get it. They pushed and they shoved and they built their fences, and the final straw was this year. They expanded their orchard 100 yards, 10 times bigger than it's ever been. And you see Bomba standing off, and he just looks down kind of sadly. He destroyed our homes and our nesting grounds. 50 tadpoles died in their eggs because of this.
Oh, that's terrible.
So
Caleb
we
steps out from
retaliated.
behind Finley.
We stole their apples. Small price to pay. They lose a few gold pieces in sales while we lost our children.
I'm so sorry.
You have every right to steal their apples. I will help you steal their apples.
Caleb walks up in front of Rowan and just goes, I think I have a better solution. Hello. What's the name of the again? I mean, of the lad. I know he said it, but I don't remember.
It's Totem.
Totem?
Yeah, like totem pole.
Gotcha. He walks up and just goes, Mr. Totem. Sir Totem? Totem.
Just Totem's fine.
Totem's fine. Caleb will do a thing he never does and show his signature. And just go my name is Prince Caleb, and you said none of us were around for the Shadow War, but you'd be incorrect. I was there. I helped win it. And
he leans in and looks at the ring, and he looks at you and goes, you changed your hair.
I did. But what happened to your people?
Taller.
I am a little taller. But what happened was an atrocity, and if there's anything I can do to make it right, I'll talk to them. I'll make sure that they don't expand any further into your territory. But I'd like to make possible reprimand here. Is it at all possible you guys would like maybe a place more officially designated? We can either connect your village to our town roadways. We can give you guys food and whatever you need, and or you can live with us. Whatever would make you happy. Whatever would solve this conflict peacefully. I'm here for it because I think we both agree there's been too much fighting these last 50 years.
He nods sadly. Yeah, well, I would agree, but and then Rolla jumps down from a tree and yells, I say we burn the orchard down.
Caleb kind of looks at them and just goes, I understand why you're hurt, why you'd want to take drastic measures.
Son, don't pay any attention to him. He's an idiot.
Still, I understand your feelings. People have done horrible things to the people I care about. For a long time, all I wanted to do was get my revenge. But we can do something different this time. This time we don't need to fight. whatever you guys want. We can draw up plans for maybe a special little area for you guys if you're a separate town, or if you want to integrate with us, that's no problem. We'd happily have you. It's whatever you guys would want to do to make your lives as comfortable as possible. I don't want you guys to change what you already do. And we wouldn't ask you to do that, but we'd like to include you instead of keep pushing you away.
Timshel has a wonderful integration program.
Yeah, it's not our swamp. We've been here for 100 years.
Well, if you guys want to stay with your people and your home, I'm not going to force you out. We can make it better for you. Set up ways for you guys to get more food allocated. Make it an official thing on maps, so that way everyone not to infringe on your territory anymore.
If only you had that kind of power.
He's a prince. He kind of does.
Yeah. Then he peers off. But there's nothing you can do against that crazy dwarf woman charging at us right now.
Wait,
Actually, Caleb just goes, actually, you say that.
Frogs!
You think you just hear Caleb go, you say that, but you forget. I am a motherfucking wizard. And he's going to cast Holy on her.
Heck yeah!
Do
Get
it.
him! Get him!
They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I didn't think I'd have to get out my dice today. As a DM. I'm going to say a 5 doesn't do it, does it?
No.
No,
So they're
it's
just
not.
they're just locked in place with magic surrounding them. And Caleb just sort of holds out his hand a bit and just goes I'll dispel this. We need to have a conversation.
What in heckin' tarnation are you doing to me?
Heckin' tarnation.
We Totem and I just had a very long conversation about your expansion.
Oh, did you now?
They said that you destroyed their breeding ground. They lost children.
Yeah, well, I lost Jonathan.
I'm starting to feel like Jonathan is...
Is what? What did you say?
I'm starting to feel like Jonathan isn't real.
He's real. I carry his picture with me always.
He cast detect thoughts on her.
She's just thinking... It's just do you know the beginning of Spider-Man Far From Home where it's just the Celine Dion and I...
Yeah.
And it's just flash pictures of Jonathan the cat.
Oh.
Okay, she's gonna need to make another wisdom saving throw because he's gonna filter the mind to see if there's any is Totem he's using this to basically see the thing from her perspective. Did they tear down the tadpole nest?
They didn't. That's a 19.
The spell save is 16, so she can kind of she gets a little bit more her mental state, but I do still get surface.
You just see flashes of them kind of setting up fences, kind of kicking dirt clods out of the way. There are a few grungs that run up and yell at them to stop, but they've got not power tools, but Jonathan comes by, this tabaxi cat.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing a long coat and he just kind of holds out his paws and he starts blasting the earth with fireball. Just blow it up so that they can put their fences in and plant trees.
In this episode, the Night Council joins PETA. Which is honestly what Rowan has always.
And as they plant the trees, they're just kind of singing the song from the Lorax. Let it
Ha!
grow, let it
God,
grow.
you made it
Oh,
more
God.
cursed.
Da, da, da.
It's
He's
okay.
like,
There was a
it's like
fucking
tree
joke about
growth versus animal life. No.
yeah. There was a
Caleb
joke
just, like,
about fucking O'Hare in the last episode.
his like head. He shakes his head a little bit and just goes like, "But you still expanded when I begged you not to. Did you ever talk to them about this?
Why do we need to?
Because they're people. They have feelings and emotions, sentience."
Frog people are people too.
She's still a person, and Caleb just kind of like uses it to bring her a bit closer, and just goes, "You, me, and Totem are going to go back into the castle, and we're going to sit down and have a real conversation about what to do. And I have half a mind to give them part of your land back and restate an entire new place for them that's on maps and cannot be tarnished.
I paid for that land.
I'm aware, and I don't want to do something that harsh. So if we can work out something better that works for all of us, and I don't have to punish anybody, I'm going to be a happy prince. So please, for the love of everything that's good and holy in this world, stop being so conceited and start realizing that there are people outside of your customers."
Damn.
Do you promise to be civil?
Man.
And I need promise. Okay. He lowers the spell, and she stand on her own 2 feet and just goes, "I'm hoping you keep your word."
Yeah, I'll keep my word. You got it and all that jazz. I'm not signing a waiver or putting my hand on the holy book of the pan or whatever.
Great. He then just he looks to everybody else and just goes, "Well, that was enough of strong arming everybody for a day." But he kind of like walks up to the two of them and just goes, "So." And I feel like Finley's still like shadowing him.
Yeah, just like right behind him.
He just like is in between the two of them and just goes like, "So, I get the sense that there's a lot to talk about. We can talk about it later, ad nauseum, but right now, I'm going to say this. Totem, how much land would you all need to properly grow your community the way you've always been?"
Well, if I had enough land, I would say we have our little pond area, some nice trees where our house and nests are, some grass. I'd like to be able to send the tadpoles to school, but
Caleb nods and just says,
they
"I
don't
run the
have
class.
proficiencies in reading."
I run the class." And
Does
I
Tim
can...
Show have free college tuition? What are the colleges?
Yes, it does.
He just goes, I run the class. I will happily take them. I'm sure.
The only flaw is there's only one school and Caleb runs it.
I'm sure Eloise and Manolo and Carl and Kenneth would love to have new friends. And I'm sure letting your tadpoles meet people from our town will help them understand the world better too.
Rolla pops up. He goes, "I can go to school?
You can. I'll teach you."
Ooh, I'm going to learn all the numbers and become an accountant.
Oh my god.
Caleb smiles and just is like, "Yeah, if you want to."
I can file taxes.
What a reasonable goal. I'm proud of you. You're going to be a great student already. I can feel it.
Woo!
Why not? Does Tim Show have taxes? I know we've made a bunch of jokes about tax evasion.
I don't know, dude.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He's gonna look to Totem and just be like, "Is there anything else I can do to help?" He is like actually taking notes.
Aw.
Well, if I still had enough apples to keep up with the supply and demand thing, it'd be good because I'm losing my mind trying to keep up with all this.
I see. Over to, was it Lucille? And just like says, I think there's a solution here that works for every. Totem, you need the land, and Lucille, you need the apple. If we still designate part of the land for part of the orchard, but the grung and bullywugs and flags can maybe, so long as they're treated fairly, if some of them would like to work in the orchard, they can be paid with money and food, and they can be part of the town, and you guys can still have enough to work on. You can still sell throughout Faerun, and you can keep the rest of the land for the frogs. They can have everything that they need. What do you think?
Well, it's a good idea. Finally speak for my apples, and y'all get your homes.
Hey, their home is just as important as your apple.
Yeah.
I'll be making regular stops to make sure that the working conditions are fair. So expect that in the near future.
Rowan nods.
He then just turns to Totem and goes, "What do you say?"
Totem sticks his webbed hand out and says, "I think we got a deal."
Caleb shakes it.
I love him.
Caleb shakes it and just goes, Totem, you have led your people, right?
Yeah.
He hands Totem like a... God, fuck. It's a fucking... You guys have already turned me off from Caleb Stone's of our speech. I hate all of it. But no, he would just be like, I feel like your input on keeping the wild lands safe is valuable. Whenever the town has meetings and things of that nature to discuss things, I'd love your input. So he hands him one. Whenever we are going to have a discussion, I'd like you to be there.
He smiles, showing off no teeth.
Alrighty, I'll be in touch very soon. And he gives Totem a bow.
Finley also bows. As soon as Caitlin bows, like, Finley bows immediately.
Caleb turns back to everybody and just goes, well, crisis averted.
Hey, nice. Job well done. That was very nice. I would like to solve a lot more of our problems this way. I didn't have to fight anybody.
Caleb turns to Finley and just goes, so, how'd I do?
You did absolutely wonderful, Your Majesty.
Finley, you can be honest with me. Friends now.
I wish I could have hit something.
That's relatable, actually. But I mean, solving things non-violently it's nice.
Caleb nods and just turns and says, besides Finley,
Rowan gives Andre a thumbs up.
There's a lot of training dummies.
She returns a thumbs up.
There's a lot of Caleb actually trying to be very nice. There's a lot of training dummies in the castle. I'm sure we could set up so you can blow off some combat if you'd like.
Andre,
Yeah,
You said you would also like to hit something, correct?
I rather like hitting things. Yes.
Do you want to spar?
I would love to.
Oh, this sounds badass.
Aw, cool.
Andre's just sparring with everyone now.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, are Andre and Finley gonna fall in love too? I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I feel like Caleb turns to Totem and just goes like, "I'm gonna go hang out with my friends now, but it's very nice to meet you, and I look forward to having future conversations." He turns to like the smaller girl, and I look forward to seeing you in class.
Aw.
Rola's little eyes are shining. I'm gonna learn all the numbers.
Oh, this is so cute.
He kind of like gives him the finger guns and just goes, "And I'll tell you how to add numbers to make bigger numbers too." And he walks
Oh, that's
You
cute.
must be a wizard.
You want to be? Caleb stops and just goes, "We're gonna have."
Aw. Cute.
But yeah, he walks over with the rest of the party to probably part of the corn maze open enough to start sparring.
Mm-hmm.
And Caleb also goes, "There's also scarecrows I can enchant if you guys want like some practice dummies too."
Andre just looks to Finley. Well, what do you say?
I mean, I could go either way. Prince Caleb, what do you want?
Caleb puts his hand on Finley's shoulder. "I want you to have fun, Finley.
Oh,
It's my official order."
Oh well, if it's an order, then the dummies. The dummies sound like a good idea.
Ambrose just kind of appears and just goes like, "I think we were dealing with a couple of them right here, but you know, that's neither here nor there."
You will be my dummy, Ambrose.
Rude.
hey, like Andre turns to Finn, and she's like, okay, I know he's a ghost, but can I stab him anyway?
Sure.
I mean, he's already dead. It wouldn't hurt him.
That might offend him, though.
Ambrose is like listening to this, looks over to Rowan and the others, and just goes, "Meep meep," and just.
God, this little fucker, I love him so much.
Oh boy.
He's like, his little ghost tail has turned into like a spinning wheel. He's basically the classic running animation. Even though he's
I love him so much. God, the Frostwalkers needs to be a cartoon or something.
I feel like Andre gives chase.
One day. One day. This will be a graphic novel or a cartoon or something.
We'll make it happen, yeah. But I don't. Okay, Andre definitely wants to chase, but at the same time, she said she would spar with Finley.
That's fair. I feel like after a little, though, he just like comes back and just goes, "Oh, you're talking right," and he just was like, "Time for an outfit change." Snaps his fingers, his like little butler get up. It's like a wrestling like guy now. He's like, "In this corner."
I love him.
Let's get ready to laugh at your pain.
I don't like him.
I get that a lot.
I bet you do.
You're not gonna like me. You're gonna like me.
It sounds like a threat.
God. Okay, shall we begin, Finley?
Caleb turns to Rowan now. This is gonna be weird, but I think it'll work out.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Oh God, don't ever say that.
And that's where we should end it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do the Caleb thing. Guys, Now that Finley's part
He
of
does
us,
what?
he says one thing. He first of all walks up to Finley, casts a little spell. There's a insignia on her, and just goes like, "Welcome to the Night Council, Lieutenant. Glad to have you." And then he turns to the others and just goes, "Hey guys, when we get a chance, I think Finley should become privy to one of our traditions. You know what I'm talking about."
The murder one?
No, the fun one.
What?
He then just goes,
I'm just
Lieutenant Finley, how does a sleepover sound?
Aw,
That's the perfect ending.
cute.
Wholesome.
Very cute.
Cat, you did great!
Yay!
Oh, yay!
Oh, I'm actually getting
Finley's
kind
wonderful.
Actually getting kind of emotional.